Greetings. Salute. I want you to ask yourself, will the nation of Islam rise in this day of pandemic, or have they risen as far as they could go? Will we be the saviors of the original Asiatic black man in the wilderness of North America? Or will we have to suffer? Let's see.
He gave us 34 problems, Master Farad did. And I'm going to read one of these down as far as I can. I want to read number 32 that he gives to us. You might have it. If you have it, teach it. Number 32 says, 12 leaders of Islam from all over the planet has conferred, in the root of civilization concerning the lost foundation of Islam must return to their original land. One of the conference members by the name of Mr. Osman Sharif said to the 11 members of the conference, the lost foundation of Islam will not return to their original land unless they first have a thorough knowledge of their own. Then what happened? He says, so they sent a messenger to them to teach them of their own. So they sent a messenger. They who? He said it was 12 leaders from all over the earth. 12 of them. That wasn't all of them. That's just half of them. There is 24 scientists that lives in the root of civilization. 12 of them is always going about over the earth. These 12 are scientists. You might have seen one and didn't know him. Those are angels of God. They goes about. They knows your thoughts. They knows what you're thinking about. They can tell you when you left home this morning and what time you will get back this evening. They are so wise, Messenger Elijah Muhammad taught me that these scientists are so wise that you can take a stick pin and go to any part of the ocean and drop it and blindfold him and he'll find it. Pretty wise, ain't it? So we sent to them a messenger to teach them of their own. Now, a God has to come for this messenger, not revealing like Muhammad said he got his. He has to be taught face to face because if you reveal it to him, he wouldn't understand the language. If you teach him face to face with the language of the God, which is the Arabic language, if he talked to him face to face with it, he still would not have understood. what he was saying. So they sent a messenger to them. This one, Allah, who came in the person of Master Farad Muhammad. I don't know another God. I don't know about you. You might know one. I don't. And if you can show me something that another God did besides the God Allah, since 1930 that came in the person of Master Farad Muhammad, for the benefit of black America, show it to me. If you can show me one that cannot be seen, I'll show you one that can be seen. Now the messenger and his laborers worked day and night for the last 3.5 years, and their accomplishment is approximately 25,000. That's what we done. I was in that number. That's what we done. When this problem was written, we did not have 2 tongues, we had 1. So the messenger, Elijah Muhammad, and his laborers are worried, for the time of laboring is mentioned and limited in the problem number 31, the next problem before this one, 31. I'm in 32. The time is limited. Whose time is limited? The devil's time is limited, and by we had to work day and night. The time of Master Farad Muhammad was limited. He could not stay with us all this time. Think about when God visited Moses, he didn't stay with Moses. When he came and visited Lot in the person of his uncle Abraham, he didn't stay with Lot. They only came to tell them what to do. When God spoke to Noah, told him to go and build an ark that to save the people with, in his day, he didn't stay with Noah. He left it. So we look today for Elijah Muhammad to be alive and come back with us? No. Orthodox Muslim looks for Muhammad to come back to them? No. Muhammad died with heart trouble. He was 62 years old, and he died. He leaned over on Khadija, Aisha, and there he died in the arms. We was taught all of this by Master Farad Muhammad and his mission. One of the prophets in the early days said the lost foundation of Islam, numbering 144,000, will be the start and will return to their original land. And the bells, he said, are poisoned and rusty. That's bad, ain't it? And will not take the knowledge of their own. But the messenger and his laborers does not agree with the old prophets. He didn't. We didn't agree with what the old prophet said. In this modern time, we think that he will remove all poison and rust from every one of the 17 million. That time we numbered 17 million in America. At the same time, he desires, listen what he's asking you and me to do now. At the same time, he desires for every one of you students to help solve this problem, since you have lowered the tithe of compass. That old prophet, number one doctor, what did Master Farad and his message to teach us concerning the 144,000? He says they would be the stars, and the main stars he mentioned there is rulership. Not saying that I got a star and I'm a star here in Islam, but I'm a ruler in Islam. That's why he said that you would be made kings and